Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So now this one goes out to my fellow MCU fans that couldn't quite make it to D23 or to Comic-Con this weekend, but it's all good because I got you. And what I plan to do as the channel continues to grow and expand is take you guys with me to events like this and bring you all some fresh coverage, but we're gonna get there. But in the meantime, I've been reading a lot of articles from the people who did go, and I've been seeing some very interesting articles about what did happen in the trailer. And it's a lot of different sites that mention what happened, but for the most part, I got the same story collectively. So what I did here was just make a mashup of like everything I got from all the sites and just put it all into one little interpretation of what I was told happened in the trailer. So careful of any spoilers, but here we go. Alright, so the trailer starts off with Thor floating around in space unconscious, probably because the Hulk knocked him off the planet or something like that. We won't really know till after Ragnarok. And as he's floating, the Milano approaches, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. And Star-Lord don't see him in time, man, because when you flying at light speed, people floating around in space just look like bugs on a windshield. But he didn't go splat or nothing like that, but they still concerned because this dude laying on the front of their ship. And when this happens, Rocket's like, hey, he's just Thor, cut the wipers on, he'll be alright. But then they get him on the ship, and after Mantis touches him, all of a sudden he's okay. He was probably faking it the whole time. But then again, Thor is a veteran at getting in the way of moving vehicles. So to hear that he got hit again by a spaceship, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, that's our guy. But once he's on the ship, that's when he gets acquainted with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, everybody except for Yondu, and I think you guys know why. But after that, there's a clip of Loki holding the Tesseract, and it says he's either handing it to somebody or somebody's handing it to him. Not really clear on which way that transaction's going, but I do hope that this means that we get an explanation for what happened to the Red Skull back in Captain America First Avenger. Because he's been MIA for a good minute, and I'm sure he won't be in the trailer or nothing like that. Maybe his hand reaching out if it is him and Loki, although I don't see Red Skull sharing anything with anybody. But I do feel like in this film, wherever we find the Tesseract, or even if we find it in Ragnarok, we gotta show Red Skull, because if not, it's just a missed opportunity for a threat that leads up to the assembling of the gauntlet. Alright, so also in the trailer, Peter Parker's on the bus because he clearly can't drive. I mean, y'all seen Homecoming, y'all know how that go. But then there's a spaceship that come to Earth, and they didn't really say who's on it. It's probably like the Black Order or something like that. And the spaceship causes Peter's spider sense to go off, which will actually be the first time we've seen it go off in the MCU. And the way they do it is by making his hair stand up like real crazy, and that'll probably look something like this. But it does confirm which interpretation of his spider sense that we're getting. And we've had brief discussions on this channel about how spider sense works. Like in the comments on my other video of who senses danger first between Spider-Man and Wolverine. Depending on who the riders are, you have some instances where his hair stands up and he's alerted of any changes in its environment. And then you got others where it's like a form of telepathy where he's tied through the universe, or even having to work like a mental radar frequency. But in the trailer, they also do show that he's using the armor that he turned down from Tony in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And at one point in the trailer, he's wearing the new suit and he has his mask off and he's telling Tony that he's sorry. And the article really didn't say why, and I'm sure they didn't show why in the trailer. But my guess is he probably went murder mode on somebody on accident, but then he felt real bad about it like right after. We're also going to see that Bucky's no longer frozen, and everything that had to do with Hydra, he let it go. But it was mentioned that there's a scene with him fighting with Black Panther and his army, which is probably something that started in the Black Panther film. So by the time Infinity roll around, he gonna be rocking with the Panthers. And then we're gonna see Cap pop up and he gonna be rocking a full beard. And he's probably not gonna be sporting stars and stripes. Most articles mention that he's wearing like some kind of nomadic gear or whatever, but he definitely went heavy on the beard so nobody recognized him on the street. And he's not the only one switching up the hairstyle in the trailer. You also got Black Widow, who's gonna have blonde hair instead of red. And this I don't mind because Scarlett Johansson looks good either way. I'm just curious whether she's gonna do the long hair or the short hair, because trust me, either one is fine by me. And she's already proven that she can play the part of a cell phone for a whole entire movie, and you'll walk away from that movie like she was the best part of that film. Alright, so next in the trailer, we're going to see Thanos, and from what I see in all these articles, in every scenario that we see Thanos, he comes out on top. So even when we get Star-Lord and Doctor Strange teaming up to fight him, which I'm really looking forward to seeing the dialogue in that sequence. And so they're fighting Thanos. I'm sure eventually the other Avengers start showing up, but then Thanos starts grabbing planets and just dropping them on their head. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that many planets, maybe it's just like a moon or something. But whatever it is, man, if they dare, like in the actual film, show the Hulk catching it, like the old school Secret Wars event where Molecule Man threw the mountain range on him. Like if I instantly don't go to tears, my reaction would be just a little bit short of a heart attack.
Everybody dies.
Dude.
Not everybody. No. Is that?
No. Alien, whatever.
Can we rewind that part?
But if they could play it as everybody getting crushed and having us think that all the heroes die, it would just be a brilliant opportunity for an epic surprise in the theater. So now another thing I'll probably say I heard the least mention of was Iron Man's new armor. Now we'll see for sure when the trailer comes out, but I would like to see Iron Man rock some of the armor that he's had with Guardians of the Galaxy, just so that his space armor looks significantly different than his regular armor. And there's no doubt that the deep space armor will make the most sense for him to have, because with each new version of his armor, he's always come up with a new idea to take it one step further. And I'm not saying he will go as far to join the Guardians of the Galaxy. All I'm saying is space is tricky, man. You don't know what's out there floating around. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you heard anything else that I may have missed in this video. And now I'm sure that the footage that they show between D23 and Comic-Con may be different from the first teaser that comes out, because we know it's a common practice that they'll change a little bit for the trailer itself. But that first teaser trailer won't drop for the rest of us probably till September, November-ish. And man, that'll make it 6 years that Thanos been sitting in that chair. It's probably gonna be some deleted scenes of him looking a little wobbly in the first couple steps. Man, I'm just saying. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Be sure to smash that like button, and be sure to check out some of my other videos like Hulk using the Infinity Gauntlet, and Black Panther gets the gauntlet as well. And I also got the latest covers on Batch H, the new Hulk Wolverine hybrid. So make sure you subscribe so you can catch every spill, and we'll do it again next time. Alright, later.